Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 theory and prediction video. So for today, we're going to talk about how Rock finds out Unique is alive and destroying her empire, and all the drama that leads up to and will go on during this time, okay? And the number one person that will make an action that lets her know that it had to have been Unique, okay? This video is going to be another banger, okay? A lot of things will further shatter in place. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, so when we asking ourselves, how will Rock find out Unique is alive and actively destroying her empire? The number one person who we have to first look at is through Phil Russo, okay? We know Unique is going to have a meeting with Phil Russo. We know that Unique is going to tell Phil Russo, yeah, listen, so I was getting, you know what I'm saying, some real good trim at a bad bitch house. Her name is Rock, okay? When I got abducted and kidnapped by some Italians, come to find out it was Lil Linguini, okay? Now, Linguini wanted to get one of your boys killed, and he hired Rock to do it. In the middle of that, I went to him to handle some business, right? And then in the middle of that, the bitch tried to kill me. And now I'm here, and now I'm wreaking havoc. This is what happened. I had nothing to do with your boy Destabilizing getting killed, but I know who did it. Mind you, Unique in his right mind would consider this snitching, but because he been snitched on and he been set up to go to prison, he's like, you know what, the hell with it all, right? But, you know, that's further showing that, you know, he's not the same character that he used to be. But anyways, through Phil Russo, everything will begin to go on the way. And I believe that Phil Russo is somebody who he's going to get, right, retribution for what happened with Sal Baselli, but he's going to do it in a less violent way than one would expect him to do. And things are going to get very real for Rock, okay? Okay, because first, Unique absolutely will find a way to ruin Marvin's hookup for Early Tyler through Stefano. First, Unique absolutely will find a way to ruin Marvin's hookup for Early Tyler through Stefano. Early Tyler probably won't make it to live past episode 5. And I seen a video with Getting How I Live, said that, Early Tyler is possibly RSJ's dad. That'd be pretty cool. Now we would just have to see if his son becomes a character and gets cool with Ghost in some kind of way, but Rock will want to know if Early didn't purposely ruin the connection to Stefano. When things go bad, they probably will just think that Early Tyler violated and Unique got nothing to do with it. Because of course they're expecting Unique to be dead, okay? Who was Early close to who was able to make this happen is a question they will ask themselves. Was someone targeting Early because they're targeting her? Or are they targeting Early and they ended up being fucked over by the situation? Many questions, no clear answers at all. Rock will probably end up killing someone out of frustration, blaming that person for what has been happening. Maybe even finding Tremont, blaming Tremont. Thinking Tremont was following them or some type of shit like that, right? But she will not begin to know what is going on and who's behind it until Phil Russo begins to make his presence known. When Phil Russo begins this behind the scenes or in front of the scenes attack, going at Stefano and the rest of them for the death of Sal Baselli, she will know that there's only one person who would be able to expose the deal she made with Stefano to execute that hit. And that person is Unique. Adding on to that, Phil Russo will certainly be rewarding Unique for his role in helping him deal with Stefano. When this happens, there's no way Rock wouldn't find out. Now, what's Rock's choice of action after finding out Unique is alive? I think at some point Rock will try to get the police to know that Unique is still alive, but will fail at doing so. There's so much going on, they're not going to believe anything Rock says about that, okay? Plus, there's no evidence because there's no body. And the person who thought that he killed Unique, he's already dead, okay? So the other option she will have is to find Unique, catch him slipping, and kill him. She will never get close enough to him to kill him, especially after he aligns himself with a new set of Italians and forms his new crew, okay? After 3 long seasons of constantly failing, Unique will be the unanimous reigning MVP of season 4 by a landslide. Don't be surprised if season 4 ends, okay, with Rock talking to the feds, and one of the last things she says is, I want to make this deal right now while I still can, right? For Unique, after destroying Rock's business dealings with her partners and contributing to the downfall of Stefano in the South Side, Unique will end up being backed by Phil Russo and the New Jersey Mafia again, and likely all of Rock's former business partners going into season 5. And what we have to understand is, for Unique to have never had anything to do with Sal Buscemi's death, the Italians will view it as, you did not have to help us. Yes, this is an enemy of the enemy of my... Yes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation, but you as a black person, you didn't have to help us. They will feel indebted to Unique in some kind of way, which will make Unique even more powerful. So those of y'all who say Unique was living in 5D in the apartment means he wasn't that guy, my thing is this. What if 5D was just one of the places where he's at and he didn't want anyone to know where his real place of living is? What if that apartment that Kanan was living in that used to be Breeze's apartment was just that, Breeze's apartment, and not his house? What if he was smart enough to not let nobody know where his house was, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.